TTRLA, man, we are back with another clip. You know what I mean? All right, man, we back with another YNW Melly update, man. This is day 8 of the YNW murder trial, man. It's getting real interesting, this trial. So they have an undercover gang federal officer who infiltrates gang groups and organizations. And so what's happening right now is that the officer is on stand explaining what a national gang is. And what's interesting about this, what I believe is interesting is about this is that this officer is explaining what gangs are. He's explaining, you know, what a national gang is and how national gangs are not just local sets, but they're one set but broke off into many other sets across the United States. And so I was thinking, I was like, well, that doesn't seem like a gang. It seems more like a fraternity and sorority type of situation, because police officers, and what he was describing, police officers do the exact same thing. Like, they have the exact same protocol. So do church members. So do, like pastors. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, this type of explaining that he's doing and has going on, they're just trying to make, you know, I know that it is gang organizations, criminal gang organizations that, I'm not going to say gang. We're going to say it is for some fraternity members that are doing very bad stuff out here in these streets. That I'm gonna give them that. But all of the groups aren't doing this.
Multiple states, multiple jurisdictions, all over the country.
Well, you also mentioned that sometimes they're a little less organized. Could you explain what a neighborhood street gang or hybrid gang is?
Neighborhood street gang is just that. When you have a neighborhood that hasn't, you have a group of 3 or more individuals involved in criminal activity, ongoing criminal activity, and they decide to take on common hand signs, colors, symbols, clothing, anything to unify them and show that they are a group. And they operate sometimes within a city, or they can operate within multiple jurisdictions, but they're working together and they've adopted these common identifiers. These gangs sometimes eventually will report to or turn into national gangs, but for the most part, there's many neighborhood street gangs. You can have one neighborhood, 10 by 10 blocks of a neighborhood where you have 5 different gangs operating within that neighborhood. They might get along, they might not get along.
Okay, so in terms of the amount of time or resources that you put into a gang investigation, how long does it take?
We work every case differently, because some of these cases require years of investigation, because the gang might be very, very structured, or just have a lot of financial support due to whatever crime they're committing, and those gangs are a little harder to tackle. So you have to invest a lot more time, a lot more money, a lot more resources into dismantling this type of organization.
Okay, so I'm joined right now by psychologist Dr. John Delatorre. He's joining me. Good morning, doctor. Thank you so much for coming on. I feel like I have a lot to talk to you about with this case, but I'm going to start right now with the gang part of this. So we're learning a lot what goes into gang investigations. We're figuring out how they're organized, what makes them a unit. I'm curious, because we have to go back to the motive here in this case. The motive is, and at least that's what I can establish from the prosecution, that the defendant YNW Melly was part of the G-Shine Bloods, and maybe as a way to show his loyalty, he would have killed his 2 friends. What should we be thinking about in terms of gang mindset and gang culture?